one more time. Thank you for tuning in, family. We hope the day was good. It was nice today. It was pretty mild. I had a good day. We want to get into something today. I took some calls. We're talking to some people, and so this one is for the fellas. We want to get specific. We want to talk about how we need to sometimes be mechanics. So as a man, sometimes if you need to be a mechanic, we want to know where is your toolbox, and we want to know what's in it. Because sometimes, usually when we get with the ladies, it's probably a used car as a metaphor. Not to degrade or downgrade our women. We just want to use it as a metaphor, just so we can use the scenario of men being mechanics, having tools, being able to fix the baggage, the past transgressions, the hurt, the trauma, and the pain. So where is your toolbox, and what's in it? Do you have the latest certifications? Are you qualified for the job? It's not just that you are a man or a male and you walk up to this woman or this female and you're automatically qualified. You need to have some tools and some resources so that you can deal with that past and unpack those bags and help that woman. You can get with her and y'all can have like minds. Y'all can have the same thoughts, travel down the same road to the same destination. And brother, you will need some tools. So that's just going to prelude us into our Wednesday show. So on our Wednesday show, we want to say to the brothers, can you be a mechanic, and do you have those tools? Oh. Okay, so I think I'm going first today for the next generation conversation. She told me that I need to go first. So I guess that's what it is. So I will. But we want to say to all of the Titans fans, congratulations.
Tighten up.
Tighten up, tighten up. Congratulations to the Titans fans. I know y'all still celebrating. I know y'all really happy about that win. So that's good. That's cool. So we getting a little shine here in Nashville. So it's a good day. So to the Titans fans, and respect to the Ravens fans. To the Patriots. Excuse me. So respect to them as well. So the Patriots and the Ravens. Because we beat both of them.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to beat the Patriots, and they didn't think we were going to beat the Ravens. So respect to those fans as well. Okay. So I want to start off with a good one. Do you want me to come light? Or do you want me to go
whatever you
deeper?
Feel.
Okay. Okay, so I posted something today on Facebook.
Okay.
So I need the dads to help me today. I need the dads to help me.
Josh, Jay, Tony.
Josh. Hey, Josh, what's going on, big guy? So I need the dads, and Josh is here. So, Josh, I need you to type something on this one, big fella. Okay, dads, I need your help. What percentage of the time does your children either steal something, break something, or mess up something that costs you money? That's a question. That's to the fathers. I just want to shoot that one out. So I posted that on Facebook today. Okay. So if we got some fathers online, I want y'all to get on that one and shoot me some information. Or y'all can call in live at 615-227-1470. So let's start off and do our disclaimer right now. So while I'm thinking about it, all of the views that are expressed have no reflection on WVOL. Here at 1470, everything that is expressed has no reflection on WVOL here at 1470.
Mr. Gooch just joined us.
Oh, Gooch. Hey, Gooch, I want to say that again. So since Gooch just joined us, Gooch, I just put something out there to the dads, and if you can type in, I would appreciate you, sir. What percentage of the time does your child or children steal, break, or mess up something that costs you money? Type in something on that, sir. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so let's see here. All right, we got some good stuff this evening. So let me start with... Okay, there are many pros and cons to our relationships, past and present. Give me some major pros and cons from both generations. Some major pros and cons to relationships from the past and present generations.
Relationships?
Yes. Some major pros and cons.
I would say pros would definitely be, it was more love in the home, like authentic love. It wasn't manufactured. And I think, honestly, cons would be that, I don't really know what a con would be.
A negative?
I know that, but I'm saying, like, I don't know what a con for the older generation would be. Because
Okay.
I admire all of it. The
you.
strength.
So maybe if you could hear, do you remember hearing something maybe from some people your age or maybe a little younger? They say, well, they.
How they were just one and done. You dated one person.
Oh, okay.
Entire life.
Okay. There you go.
And
Got
you was just your boyfriend was your husband.
Got you.
Oh, and Miss Carol is on, and then Mr. Gooch said 60%.
Hey, Carol, 60% of the time. Gooch, you just trying to be nice because you know they can see it. Okay. Okay. All right. You are in a time machine. You can go back and you can pick your father. Anybody, anyone that you want to. You can pick them. Who would you choose?
I pick you.
You would pick me?
Again, naturally.
Why?
I really couldn't see myself as another guy as my father.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's a natural thing. I wouldn't redo anything.
Okay, I think we got a caller. Caller, what's your name? Go ahead. Tell us where you're from and who's calling.
No trust.
Fuck my ass, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, okay, now the question was...
Fantastic.
Yes. The question was...
you can't make this up.
Okay. You are in a time machine and you go back in time. And you could pick your father. Who would you pick? And you said me.
Yes, and then Miss Carol said there was no trust.
There was no trust?
Please explain that, because I don't...
Yeah, Carol. There was no trust in our generation. So that, me and her, this is what I'm saying. Me and your generation, Carol, you're saying there's no trust in that? Okay, if that's a con, okay, that's cool. Type that back and let us know what you're saying. All right, so now, okay, so all right, we got that one. Mm-hmm. So you will pick me.
I will pick you again.
Because you said... I'm a great father. You could see yourself.
William is here. Hi, William.
Will, what's going on, big fella?
So yeah, I pick you again.
What do you think relationships will look like 60 years from now for our young people?
Oh boy, I don't think.
Just guess. Just take a shot at it.
Everything will be digital. Like
everything will be digital.
You wouldn't even have to go on a real date.
Like a hologram or something.
Yeah. So you would, let's say your boyfriend was in Chattanooga and you were in Gatlinburg. You could be at the dinner table with him and not really be with him.
Okay.
So it's really just, they're going to take all the human interaction away.
They would take, okay, I can see that. Everything will be virtual. So you can plug into this, like, this thing and they can tap into put a chip in your head or in your brain and you can feel stuff. Okay. You're still in a time machine.
Oh my God.
You're still in a time machine. You can switch generations. You can be in our generation or your generation. Which generation would you choose?
Honestly, I would want to be in my generation because I like social media because I can see when my friends are having a good time. They can see when I'm having a good time. Y'all just had a good time and you had to tell 5 people and then the telephone happened and then they told 5 people and it was just, things could get misconstrued. But things can't really get misconstrued now if you have a video. So, you could have been at J. Alexander's with your friends, and you told your girl that you were at, I don't know, Jason's house. But now social media, she'll know that you weren't at Jason's house.
You are correct.
I like that. I like having more information.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of in the dark feelings. Like you just had to trust what that person was telling you because that's literally all you had.
Yeah. But our connectivity though.
Yeah, it was more genuine.
It was more because that's all we had. So we didn't have like 10 or 20 other people that we could connect to, in like 100,000 different situations.
But now I can connect with somebody. Like I connect with someone on social media. She's originally from Ghana. And she went to Ghana and I commented and she was like, yes, you should come here. And she was telling me the spots to go to, all that kind of stuff. So, I don't think y'all didn't have that ability to connect, worldwide unless you were in the army
Absolutely
or you
not.
were in the forces or something like that.
And then, that was far few and in between because, you look at our, men and women in the military, there wasn't a lot of people that had that opportunity. So, still was far few and in between. Who else chimed in?
Miss Carol said good one, Iman, about the time machine, and then she said that location button. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Okay, when we were coming up.
It's hurt a couple relationships, too.
More than a couple.
Yeah.
When we were coming up as children in my generation and before, the young people were seen and not heard. What would you say one of the major when we were coming up, I'm going to see how I want to put that. When we were coming up, as young people, we were seen and not heard. What would you say one of your major strategies is for your generation? Because we were seen and not heard. So how do we raise you guys? You are what and what, or how do we raise y'all? To speak your mind, we raise y'all to be interactive, be outgoing. How do we raise y'all? Because we were seen and not heard.
I would say more interactive, like, do what you say and say what you feel. Okay. But I also feel like that has a lot of things to do with the color of your parents.
Okay.
So yeah. So it just depends on. You'd have to get specific. Are we talking about black families, or are we talking about color?
No, just your generation. Just.
I mean, that's it.
Okay, so it'll be a difference in the culture.
Do what you feel.
Do what you feel. All right, so yeah, we weren't raised like that.
Do what you feel.
Absolutely not. All right, so we had to go outside and play after school.
Okay.
What advantage do you think we gained, and what could be a downside to that? So what did we gain by having to go outside after school?
Well, Kevin joined us.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Kev, who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, Kev, what's going on, big fella?
What's the advantage to that?
What could be an advantage to us going outside, having to go outside?
I mean, you learn people faster.
Okay, social skills.
You learn social skills a lot faster than we did.
We did.
I don't really see. I don't.
We did.
I can't see a disadvantage to that.
You can't. Okay.
I mean, only that you missed quality time with your parents after they got off. I mean,
okay, there you go. All right, this is just a question.
Yeah.
Just a question. So there was. So you said we gained social skills. I think another piece that we gained that you guys probably didn't get is we were active outside. So we were stronger, we were faster. Our bodies were healthier. We didn't have like sugar diabetes. There was like not a lot of obesity. That kind of thing. So just being outside and being interactive, it was just just the way that your body and your mind works when you're out there and you're using it. Versus just, sitting on the computer doing your thing. And that helps as well. Technology does help, but I think it's a little bit different in your cognitive thoughts. Okay. All right. So we got that one. Okay, your sister is a teacher. And she said that kids today curse at teachers nowadays. Mm-hmm. We never had that problem. Why do you think that is today and it wasn't yet in my generation?
I mean, parents aren't parenting. They're just letting their kids go to school. I think that's the biggest problem. And parents are younger now, without guidance. So everybody's young. It's the young leading the young. It's not.
We call it the blind leading the blind.
Right. Yeah. Right. So the blind leading the blind.
Right. That's what we call it.
So there's no age. There's not a big age gap.
Enough wisdom, enough experience
You're all going
in
to
between.
At the same time.
So you're kind of growing up together.
Right.
You growing up with your mom or growing up with your dad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so in our day, we fought, on the playground, and we fought on the street when we played football, basketball, or double dutch. The girls were double dutching. So after we fought, we were friends the next day or the next few days. What is the difference in that in your generation?
I mean, everybody's sensitive. We hold grudges longer. For whatever reason. I don't know why.
Right. Okay.
And there is more access to handguns, so they think that that's more powerful than you actually beating somebody toe to toe.
I think that we allow y'all, because we tell y'all to go get it, live your best life, and we give y'all more than we had. I think that y'all take yourselves too serious in a training phase. Who is that?
Miss Rita's here.
Hey, what's going on, Rita? So I think you guys take yourself too serious in a training phase. You're in training in your youth. And I think that in your youth, you think that you are a slight adult if you're still under the adult age. And you guys have a disagreement and you think that you are right and you understand what's really going on. The situation is a lot bigger than you. You're going to see it differently, and it's not that serious. Oh, yeah. So y'all take yourselves too serious. That's what I think.
Kevin said poor conflict resolution skills.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Kev, there you go. Absolutely. Poor conflict resolution skills. I think, but like you said, I think if you just stop taking yourself so seriously, like it's not that serious. It's really, really not. And you'll see that later, though. But because you guys don't look at delayed gratification or the future or the process.
Right.
You think that today and now are the only thing that's available. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So most of us in my generation, we just really wanted to get out of school and get a job. How do you think that might be different from your generation?
I think it's the same.
You think it's the same?
When we go to school, we want to get out and get a job.
So, well, I'm sorry. I didn't phrase that right. Because we could get out of high school. Now, a lot of people just wanted to get a job. Because it wasn't necessarily college for everybody.
Right.
Because it was too expensive. That really wasn't what everybody was doing. You know, so when we got out of high school, they just wanted to get a job. So how do you think that may differ from today?
I mean, obviously, more of us are going to college because of what they're pushing in school.
Okay.
Like, if you don't get a degree, it's making it seem like you're less than. Which is a great marketing strategy.
Absolutely. Wow.
But, yeah.
Okay, so now, in your experience, what would you tell a young person coming out of high school right now?
I mean, do what you feel. If you don't want to go to college, don't go to college.
Okay, now you got to put something behind that because they have to have a strategy in the process, though.
I mean, obviously find something you're going to do after high school, but if you don't want to go to college and you don't feel like it's a need for you, then don't go.
Okay,
don't let others push you to do something you don't want to do.
Okay. Okay, when we were dating in our late teens and early 20s, we knew that it was just dating, or it was just sex, or it was just seriously dating. So it was like these were some categories. We knew what it was clear. What is the situation today?
Well, I thought Sir Kevin said, nah, don't do what you feel, do what makes sense. Either way, that's the same thing to me. If it feels right, it makes sense to you.
To you. Okay, so, that's very good.
Right.
So just because it makes sense to you, does that mean it makes sense?
No, I'm speaking for Iman. I'm not speaking for my generation.
Okay.
Yes.
But no, we were talking to your generation.
So my generation, it would be the thing that makes sense is what we were taught to do, is to go to school. Our parents aren't sitting down having these conversations saying, well, you don't have to go to school. There are other options. They're saying, well, let's start looking at your college options. So naturally, you're going to want to listen to your parent to go to college. You're going to want to listen to your teachers to go to college. Vita, hi, honey.
Hey, Vita, what's going on?
Feeling and logic isn't...
What did he say? Oh, okay. Just read what it says.
He said feeling and logic isn't synonymous.
Okay. All right.
I mean, of course.
All right. All right. So what is but back to that question. When we were dating in our late teens and early 20s, we knew what it was. Either we were just dating, it was just sex, or it was seriously dating. It was more clearly defined lines.
Was it?
Yes. Oh yeah. It was clearer. Yes. Absolutely. What do you think the situation is today? It was clearer. I'm not saying each and every situation, but in general, we knew what it was. Because we didn't have like situationships. Like the young lady was dating you trying to.
So you just actively told her we're just sleeping together, and she was okay
no. It was you didn't say that. It was just understood.
Right.
It's not something you discussed.
See, I think that's a male thing. I think y'all thought that. Y'all weren't listening to the conversation she was saying to her friends. So she might have said, yeah, I'll be cool with it, and then you left, she got on the phone, bawling her eyes out.
Wait, listen to what you just said. If she said I'm cool with it, because sometimes they're protest.
But that's not clear, though.
Oh.
Because she has a hidden agenda.
Okay, but
it's not clear that if it was...
It was clear when we said it, hey, we're not trying to get serious. No. I'm not looking for a woman. Now, I know better. But if she's going to say that, he's going to take her at her word. No. Right? Okay, there you go.
I think that's the disconnect between men and women.
Okay, you're right. You are correct.
Just take it for what we're showing you. You're not even trying to investigate the back end.
So he needs to investigate her saying, okay, to the agreement.
No, I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but that's what women do.
Okay, so...
We'll tell you we're fine with something.
Right.
Get on the phone and say, girl, I'm not okay with this.
Okay.
And make you feel like it's okay.
All right.
So you continue. Whose fault is that? Everybody. Everybody's fault.
So I got that one.
So I don't think it was clear. I just think the communication wasn't all the way there.
Communication is lost in
translation.
Absolutely.
So, and also if y'all had social media, you would have found out later on that night how she felt. She would have posted something about it. Like, ladies, don't you hate it when dudes just come through and take you for all you got and then don't text you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you would have known different things about different people with or without social media.
We would have known?
Mm-hmm. Like, if the ladies in y'all generation had social media and space to vent, like we talked about earlier, I think you would have gotten, oh, this is not as clear as I thought it was. Because she would be sending subliminals to let you know I'm not okay with this.
See, that's a generation.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a gap.
Right. So she could have been like, it could have been clear. But it wasn't really clear.
So let's get into the no means no. So, see, this is a problem that we had coming up back in the day. Just say it was a kiss, right, for us. So she'd be like, oh, no, I don't want to kiss him. And then he'll leave and she'll tell her girlfriend, oh, he was so cute. I really wish he would have kissed me, right? So the disconnect and the lack of communication is coming from, or the translation is being lost in communication. Because the no means no. So how does he read into it and how does he know what it really means? If it could mean two different things.
This is a tough one. Because I'm not going to give the girl code.
I'm just
not going to do it.
I mean, since you went there, you
there's a girl code, there's a guy code.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a, we all
So you just gave it away because...
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
You already know when you don't want to talk about it. We know what it is.
I'll talk about it. I'm trying to get my thoughts
so you can put it out. Okay. Giving away the code.
Yeah.
The secrets to
I'm not going to do it.
Don't give them the keys to the palace.
Right.
All right.
I think it's just asking questions. Just genuinely asking questions. Like, okay, if I leave, are you going to be upset? Like, asking second and third level questions. Don't just say, all right, I'm finna leave. She gonna be like, I mean, okay, that's cool. Okay, so if I leave, are you gonna feel some type of way? No, not really. Okay, now
she's gonna tell you what you want to hear at that particular moment.
It just depends on the type of female you're dealing with. She might get fed up and like, this is how I exactly feel right now.
Definitely. So, but this is what we've been struggling with, because personally, when I was younger, you know, we that no means no thing, but women, like you say, because it's a code, y'all didn't go back and tell your girlfriend that, oh, I said no, but then we went further than I wanted, than my word meant.
You said we're not saying that?
No, it happened to us. So, but yes, the women aren't going back telling their girlfriends that. Like, I knew guys that got a hotel room, right? The young lady said, hey, I really want to see you. I like you. So they got together. And then she got there. Then nothing happened. Right. So he wasted his money. He took her out to dinner. And then that was that. And then sometimes he'll take her out. And then he didn't get the hotel room. Then he'll have to end up spending more money because he had to get on the spur of the moment. And he ain't in that part of town where the rooms might be affordable. And then it could get out of control. So that happens all the time. But y'all don't talk about that part. The young ladies don't talk about that. Yeah.
Different breeds.
Yeah, so that happens all the time. Okay. So, all right. What is something that you think both generations have in common? Let's go there.
A sense of humor. I would say that, like,
we both have a
like
sense
comedy. Like, you know, we both carried comedy through our generations. Like, y'all had your people, we have our people who we watch, laugh, rewatch videos for. Common.
Something big, just go big. Just something you saw in both of them, or maybe you don't see it. I would say struggle. Every generation is going to struggle. That's something we can all have in common. You're going to always be trying to figure out.
Struggling and humor.
Yeah. There you go. Those are both good ones. Like, what is it in this new day and time that we have to adapt and adjust to? How can we propel our community, our generation, and ourselves through this situation? Because we face with different challenges in different generations. Right. Yeah, okay. What can we do as parents and elders to strengthen our generation's, your generation's responsibility level? As elders and parents, what can we do to help strengthen your responsibility levels?
I don't know. I would just say just start from childhood. Because it's going to be difficult to start if somebody's 22 and try to correct them.
Right. Okay.
We're just not going to take that well.
There you go. And now, so that's good that you said that. So in our generation, you still are in training. If you have an elder that's 30 years older than you, like still to this day, if somebody's 30 years older than me, they still can impart wisdom on me.
Right, but see, y'all learn that young.
Yes.
Y'all aren't teaching us that young. Y'all are waiting until we get grown to be like, you should respect your elders. And be like, I wish you would have told me that like 20 years ago, but all right.
Very good. All right.
This is what I'm hearing. It's like y'all will wait till like later on in life to try to actually teach us life lessons. You'll wait, knowing you should have done it when we were children.
All right. So go ahead.
Bring it
that's gonna do it for me. So.
Okay.
Yeah. You go ahead.
What would you tell another father dealing with a teenage girl's attitude?
Ooh.
Like if it was his first daughter, and she's in that funky stage.
Okay, so first, before he gets there, like you said, I would tell him to make sure early on he starts imparting discipline and respect and understanding and communication in early before she gets to her teenage years. But when she gets there, whew, that's a lot now, because I mean y'all are exposed to so much on the internet and so much online stuff. The Atlanta Housewives, just all this stuff being, imparted on the young people. That's a tough one.
Yeah. We have Mr. Nail Cochran. Mr. Nail Cochran. JURNEL.
Oh yeah. No, that's a brother.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Janelle, what's going on, big guy? So with that's a good one. Uh-huh. That's really hard with a daughter, because first of all, we spoil y'all. Y'all like cream, we butter in y'all hands. So what? Oh, you don't really? You gonna do that right here, right now? Like, oh, you not spoiled?
No, I'm not saying that. I didn't get the analogy.
Oh,
cream,
butter. Like
right,
if you got butter,
like
I'm sorry,
cream.
hot butter in our hand, it just rolls out.
Oh,
we just melt.
I'm thinking of
melt in your hand. I'm sorry. I should be clear.
It's okay.
Generation conversation. That's why we doing this. So butter. When you got butter and it's just rolling out your hand.
I got you. No, yeah.
Yes.
No, it makes sense.
So it's hard to discipline your daughter because you love her so much, and we tend to end up spoiling y'all. So if we tend to end up spoiling you, by the time you get to your teenage years, we don't have the process in place in order to have this conversation with you with your attitude. So that's going to be real tough for us to overcome that. So that's a good question. That's a good one.
Or you could just get in her face and tell her to stop feeling and get over it. That's a solution, but probably highly unlikely. Probably. Because if he didn't do that early on, like you said, it's going to be hard to do that in teenage years. Very true.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you tell a daughter if she feels she can't talk to her dad about certain stuff?
What would I tell her? Mm-hmm. Then try to see if she can get a very close family member to him or his best friend, and he can sit down and try to liaison, because she's going to have to communicate with him. I know there could be some barriers. I know he could have some things going on in his past that's keeping him from connecting to her. It could be a divorce. It could be disconnect from her mom with the both of them, if not just him. It could be some past stuff with family, but she's going to have to try to reach out to somebody that's close to him or somebody he respects so they can sit down and have that conversation. Right. Because it is too important for him to be in her life. They have to have that conversation. Yeah. That would be a good tool for her to try to reach out like that. Or just pick up the phone herself and just, try to be as candid as she can, because she always got his heart. So even if he don't show you that, a daughter always has her father's heart. It doesn't matter if he getting drunk or if he ain't around you. You always got his heart. Right. Always. You got it. Okay. Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you saw me in my prom dress? Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts?
Here we go. That pretty much the first thing I said. And then I said, "Oh, she's beautiful."
See, I think my prom dress was.
Oh no, yeah.
Right.
I was thinking about the age, the progression of your life, the stage you were in. You're going to the next phase. You're about to go to college. I know how that works. Now the things that I taught you is finna get tested. So yeah, so it's just I was elated and horrified simultaneously. There you go. That's what I was. But you look beautiful, so that was definitely on the top of the list.
Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How did you feel at my high school graduation?
A milestone. I was happy for you. I was glad that you persevered through that process. You're growing into the woman that you're gonna become.
That's a lot.
High school graduation. I was just glad you was. I was happy that you were happy. Like that made me happy to see how happy you were, that you accomplished that goal and you was moving on. So it made me very happy.
Okay. Yeah. What were your thoughts about me going to college?
I mean, he's almost. I was elated and horrified simultaneously. I was happy that you was moving on, trying to become the woman you're gonna become. But I know what comes with that. No father wants to see his daughter hurt or in a bad situation or going through trials, and tribulations. We just want you to be happy, and it's not realistic. So I was happy for you, and I was glad that you were there, and it's just your turn. That's what I was thinking. It's your turn. Yeah.
Okay. What advice would you give a father on his daughter's 21st birthday? Well, I'll put this question in 2 segments. What advice would you give a father on his daughter's 21st birthday if she's dating someone?
Okay, if she's dating somebody.
And what advice would you give a father if she's not dating someone?
Okay, so if she's dating somebody, again, back to what you said was huge. He has to, hopefully he started years ago before she got to that point, because it's going to be very difficult. You can like, I know you said it on another show, The Next Generation, one of the other ones. We did curb a lot of problems. We headed off a lot of problems because of the things that I imparted into you earlier, the tools and the resources that I gave you earlier. So then when you got to be 21, I would tell him if he did his job and put the tools and resources in place, just coach and counsel, and just love her from right there. If he did the work. Now, if you didn't do the work, he need to find a woman that she respects highly, and he need to pay her whatever it costs to stay on her behind. That's what he need to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tori Harding is watching.
T, what's going on?
Okay. What could I say? You said this last show. What could I say to you for you to say she's a cool daughter?
What can you say to me? No, it ain't really what you can say. You could go back to giving me regular hugs and kisses, just sitting down saying, "Hey, Dad," no phone, no nothing. I just want to sit down and talk to my dad, because we do our daddy-daughter dates, and that's cool. That's a good. That's always a good deal. But what you could do and say is just, it's like you are a woman now. So, but I still always want my baby, and I'm never gonna get that again. So, what would be cool is if I could get some of my baby back.
Yeah, let me write this down, guys.
That's it. Yeah, if I could get some of my baby girl back, that would be magnificent. But again, I understand that day has passed. So, but you asked me what I want. Mm-hmm. That's what would make me say my daughter is.
We'll do a check-in, guys.
We'll do a check-in. It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kev said, "What does giving tools and resources look like for a 4-year-old?" And then. Duke the barber is joining us.
Okay, Duke,
I would say from a daughter's perspective, is nothing but time and attention.
Time and attention. Yeah.
That's it. Like, cause from now, now is when she's developing her memories and her thoughts.
Right.
So I think and document stuff. Like my dad used to have a recorder on just. Document stuff, and then when she's older, you can show her like, "Hey, you and Daddy were here, blah blah." She's like, "Oh, I can remember that," or and then she'll appreciate it. But I think right now it's just time and energy, really.
So just time, and you said something about time and
attention.
Time and attention. I think that's huge, Kev. Yeah, time and attention. Mm-hmm. Just be fair and firm with the discipline and the love.
Right.
Don't just always love her. She has to get guidance and discipline as well. So just be fair with that, And then as she grows from being 4 years old, just make sure, like she said, you can reflect back on some of that videotape or some of those taped conversations with the phone, the cell phone, and whatnot. And then you can grow from there, and that'll be a tool and a resource for later on. Because it's not a whole lot you could do at 4, but you can start building. Definitely, it's a foundation, which is huge. Yeah. Did somebody else say something about it?
Somebody asked me, is it Iman? I mean, that's my name.
Is it? Oh, so, who is it? Duke? Who is it? Duke. Okay, so now who that Duke is that's Uncle Kurt's nephew. Over there 6 Mile.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, that's my oldest Duke.
Hello.
That's the oldest daughter, so he used to see you next door.
I was like,
that's our family from Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, fam?
Yeah. So Yeah, do plugged in.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Do you think I've grown in the past 3 years?
Absolutely.
I would definitely.
Absolutely. I would say
in 3 different areas I've grown.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
I'll ask you. So you think I've grown? So you ask me first, and then see if it line up. So no.
Okay.
So you said I've grown in the past 3 years.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Where do you think I've grown the most in the last 3 years? The top 3 that you've noticed.
Maturity. Relationships.
For sure.
Future financial vision. That's what I would say. You have grown in that. Yeah.
Not current.
No, I'm saying you're setting up for the future more so. Like you see the future with your finance, and it's not just today. Yeah. You're looking toward the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would agree with maturity.
Okay.
I would definitely, for me, relationships would be number 1.
Okay.
I'm not as much of a pushover as I once was. I'm not as emotional as I once was. Like, I'm not as invested so quickly than I was 3 years ago. And that's huge for me. And especially the financial goals, because there was a time when I was bartending, I was just being reckless.
And
I wish I had that money. Oh God, I wish I had that money now.
Really?
A lot of people say I look like my dad. I don't really see it.
Oh,
that's just me.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really see that.
So, okay, you said
Go ahead.
maturity?
Yep. Maturity, relationships, and you said future financial goals. So I would agree with all 3 of those.
All right, so now, so your finances, you think you better currently, or do you think you better looking into the future and adjusting to savings and investments, and how you going to handle the future? You think you better with the current financial or the future?
I think in the past 2 months, I've been better about the current financial situation. Right. I've been more on top of things financially in the last 2 months. And then, yes, future financial goals, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now, why do you think you're not so much of a pushover now in relationships?
I think because I've had more conversations with older women that just spoke so much life into me, and I actually just reflected and made changes, not just said, oh, I'm not going to text him. It was either a block or literally just out of sight, out of mind. And that's what I just moved forward with. So... And no more, like, I've learned to not take less than what I deserve. Like, of course, you're going to have to deal with something. Something's got to give. But I'm not dealing with the low-grade busters, if you will. Putting it like that. Because there are different tiers of busters.
Okay, so...
And I saying everybody, that was in the last 3 years. Well, the last... From 2019, when did I start dating?
Ooh. You mean going out or just
like talking? Well,
16.
Yeah. So I'll say from college to now. I'm not gonna say all of them were busters, but there are different levels of busters that I deal with. This is definitely a real thing. So yeah.
Okay. How did me having a variety of men of respect in your life? Because I sit down and because I can't always convey the message. I know that my voice is heard regularly, and sometimes it's not the message, it's the messenger. So I put other people, we sit down and we have conversations. How did that, those men of respect being in your life, how did that help you in relationships? Or just grow as a young lady?
Again, if I was dealing with a buster, or let me not say that. Let me stop using that word, because people might be offended by it. If I was dating someone at the time, I knew not to do certain stuff, because if you had to get a phone call, then they had to get a phone call, somebody else would have to get a phone call. It just wasn't going to be.
So protection, it was covering.
Yes.
All right, so what about advice, though? What's something that might have stood out that one of them said to you?
If he looks like a dog and barks like a dog, he's a dog. Yeah. And that's take him for a face value. I remember having a specific conversation when I didn't want to, and I was like, oh, I guess. So yeah, taking stuff for face value and all that good jazz. So I think those are the most two. And respect yourself.
That's what they taught you to respect yourself.
Hi, Kayla.
Okay, that's Oaks. That's Kayla Oaks. This beat. Hey, cuz, what's going on? She chimed on in.
She did.
All right, so
I got two more questions.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
How often do you think I lie to you?
I want to go deep on this one. I'm finna use my daddy vision. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this because there are some times that you are lying to me and you're not sure if you're lying to me. So that's one category. If you thinking like the other day with the door, I said, hey, lock the door. I walked out. You said, yeah, I did lock it, and I opened it back up. You couldn't have locked it because I ain't have my key, so I had to open the door if you locked it, right? So you thought in your head that you locked it, but you wasn't sure.
Granddaddy locked the door.
No, no, they was outside. See, no, right. Absolutely not. So, so that's a category.
He was in the house because you told me to unlock it, and I did. No, you said you told me to
lock
door. It. Yes, you told me to lock it.
Okay,
I did. And he went behind me, and I was wondering why he went back in the living room. He unlocked it. Daddy, you know I have a thing with doors.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you know I have a thing with doors. You know what?
Here we go. Like I said, there are categories. So that's a category.
I have a thing with doors.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a thing with locked doors.
This is my question. I'm answering the question, and now you're trying to take over my question. I'm answering. So we're gonna go to categories.
Oh my God.
So
Caleb, please.
This
is when you
Caleb,
need to chime in.
Yeah, you know.
Come on now.
Oh, her dad, he can chime in on this for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
So, percentage, I would say, you under normal circumstances in general, maybe 20% of the time you might lie to me. Maybe. I think back in that situation that I just gave you, probably 50 to 60, because you don't really know that you're doing it.
All right.
Because it's just because you think it, that means you think it's so. And I know better than that.
Sometimes in certain situations, you might be caught up in everything that's going on.
Absolutely.
You might miss something.
That can happen. I'm human. But not as
Kayla said, LOL dads, SMH. See?
Yeah. No,
that's just always
That's right. Situation where you don't know if you're doing it. I would say that one's higher, like 50 to 60%, because you don't even know that you're really doing it. You'll have a doubt in your mind, but you'll say you did it just because you never did anything. So if I ask you in the house, I say, did you do that? Did you break that? No, Daddy, I didn't do nothing. You ain't done nothing since you was 5 years old. Right. You ain't broke nothing. You ain't took nothing. You ain't nothing. You ain't messed up nothing. You running. You batting 1,000 over here.
Okay.
So yeah, those are the two categories I'll put that in.
Okay.
Yeah.
My last question is, what song would you like for our father-daughter dance to be? Don't be corny, please. Oh, I'm a corny person. So, wait a minute. So, were you saying when you get married? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when you have a father-daughter dance.
I mean, we could just do that in the living room.
Okay, I'm sorry. At my wedding.
What is a good dance?
Well, let's pick 4.
Songs?
Yeah, I'm saying like that you would want to hear. Like that pop in your head. Don't just make it. You don't have to just make it one.
Okay, just will pop in my head. Because see, that's going to be off. It's going to be weird because you know now. Because you know I'm a weirdo when it comes to that. Because I have songs in my head all the time. All right, so You Are My Everything, Barry White.
Okay. Of course.
I Can't Believe I Found You by Barry White. There's so many good, Lord. First, see, because I'm got that DJ mentality. I got so much stuff.
If you see me in my dress,
yes,
we in the moment.
All right.
What song do you want to hear playing? It's because you're doing all over the place.
Yeah, I'm all
being
an
artist right now.
Yes, absolutely.
And yes, 20-30% is high, but he's okay.
I know I'm telling you, I will have to be in that because that's gonna be a lot for me. Because I've been looking forward to that for a long time. So just to come up with that song, that's a very good question. But rarely in my speeches and don't have an answer, that's probably one I can get an answer to. That's good.
So those two are the ones that.
Yeah, Barry White is just the maestro is gonna be. Yeah.
Are those even really dance songs? Like
that's what I told you it was gonna be weird. I can't think of a dance song. Like I'm thinking of you, my daughter. She's getting married. I'm finna hand you off. You are as one. You with this man now. This your husband, my son-in-law. What kind of record do I want to play? I don't know. I don't have a record for that. That'd be a good question for next time. Ask me next time. Give me time to smoke that over, and I have 1,000,000 of them.
We're not playing 1,000,000.
I know it. I'm just telling you, I could give you 1,000,000 selections. Yeah. Okay. I could do it.
All right. Well, I'm good.
That's it. That's it for you.
That's it for me.
All right. So now, we did the We want to. Let me see. Is anybody no birthdays? Let me see.
Is it any birthdays?
Birthdays. We got any birthdays? Anybody?
I don't know.
Anybody that's listening got some birthdays out there? If we're gonna shut it down in a minute, but we gotta we gave a shout out to the Titans fans. So to the Titans fans and to the Ravens and the Patriots fans, respect. But much love for the Titans fans and congratulations. You know, here in Nashville, giving out that Titan love. Okay, so now, all right, so that's it for us, y'all. So we want y'all to take this. We want you to test this. We want you to try this. Take it to the barbershop or take it to the hair salon. Take it to the job or take it to the church. Remember, you don't have to like it, believe it, or understand it. Sometimes you just have to respect it. This is the Clipperdome Chronicles.